pay transparency. That's probably the hot topic in HR this year, certainly in the compensation space. We're still living all of those challenges and struggles around increased wages and all of those things. And then amidst this has come out with pay transparency. The first few pay transparency laws kind of came out in 2019 and 2020. And specifically in 2023, as of January 1st, California has come out with theirs. And so there's a lot of talk around what does pay transparency look like. So for California specifically, they are required, if you have companies with 15 or more employees, are required to post a pay range with the job posting. There's been a lot of discussion around what is that pay range, but certainly a pay range, whatever the organization interprets that to be, has to be presented on that job posting. They also have to present pay range to an employee upon request. So those are the two things that we believe, as pay transparency becomes a trend in many states, not just California, those two themes are what we expect to see kind of universally across states. So there's other states like California and New York and Washington, Colorado. Those states also have some pay transparency laws in place. California in particular, as part of this legislation, is also contending with an additional layer that with employers with more than 100 employees also have some additional reporting requirements around pay, and then of course demographic information like sex and race and ethnicity, to make sure that we don't have inequity that exists. So because the intent behind these laws is to bring about more visibility around pay and reduce those inequities or gaps that might exist on the basis of sex, race, other protected classes, reliable pay ranges are essential, because all this information is about to become public, as it were, at least with those job postings. Employers have to be confident in that pay range that's assigned to the role and would be able to defend it if somebody called that into question. So this is why Compies in particular is such a helpful tool, because there isn't always good market data for each position in an organization. We have roles that are unique to us. We have hybrid roles. What do you do with those? There might not be good market data for that. And this is where the compensable factors and Compies come help us still discern the value of a position, even when we don't have that good market data. And then you can, again, stand behind that and defend and share with an employee how that salary range came to be. So when you start looking at the trend of pay transparency and how do we prepare for that, even if it's not in our state yet, and what can Compies do to help with that, the biggest and most important thing is pay ranges. That absolutely is going to be a part of what people have to publish. And so if you don't already have structure in place, you need structure, and Compies is going to provide that for you. And then, of course, as I said, just a better anchoring and confidence in how the pay range came to be and being able to be confident in it, knowing that you're fairly and equitably presenting a pay range that's appropriate for the skill set and responsibilities for that position.